Good morning and welcome to Beeferlink TV, your daily dose of industry information. Today's episode talks about the common user charge, and Pawel's here today to give us a little bit more information about that. First of all, thank you so much for joining us, Pawel.
Well, thank you for the invitation. Thank you, Natalie, and good morning, everyone.
This is about the common user charge. So I understand this was introduced earlier this year, and our members have been getting in contact about that, haven't they, with some confusion around the charge itself.
Yes, that's correct. I mean, the common user charge has been with us for the last few months, and members starting receiving their first invoices not that long ago, actually. There's quite a lot of confusion about the common user charge. We waited for the government to announce the details of that when they was finally announced. We had relatively little time to prepare for that. And I think the fact that the common user charge is associated with this sphere of operations, which is quite complex already, and there's quite a lot of additional information that you have to consider when you're moving goods of a specific kind, because the common user charge will apply to the so-called SPS goods on which an IPAPS pre-notification has been lodged. Okay. And these goods would have to be moving via the Port of Dover or the Eurotunnel. So if you're moving SPS goods, if you've raised an IPAPS declaration, it is very likely that your goods will be covered by the common user charge. And I think that's very much the essence of the common user charge. It is a Sevington infrastructure fee, you could probably say.
Sure. And are there any other charges that are associated with shipments along the same sort of category and scenario?
Yes, there may be other charges, and I think it's very important to say that there may be. So again, if I'm moving SPS goods, if I've lodged an IPAPS pre-notification and my goods are moving via the Port of Dover or the Eurotunnel, my goods may be selected for an examination. Again, there are specific categories of goods which will almost always be selected for an examination. Some goods may sporadically be selected for an examination, but if my goods are selected for an examination, then I may expect another charge which will come from the local Port Health Authority.
Sure.
In this case, it will be the Ashford Port Health Authority. And this will be a separate charge. This will be an inspection charge. This will very much depend on what kind of inspection was done on your goods. It will very much depend on the type of your goods. And it will also be handled by a different system called Phyllis.
Right.
So it will not be associated with the IPAPS declaration. Oh, it will be associated with IPAPS, but it will not be charged via the same charging channel as the common user charge.
Yeah.
So that is something that needs to be understood. A common user charge, a fee for that, simply because you raised an IPAPS declaration, your goods were moving via the Port of Dover or the Eurotunnel. A port health charge for an inspection only if these goods were again selected for an examination at the Sevington facility.
Yeah, okay. And we understand there may still be some confusion amongst our members with the different payment schemes. Why is that, do you think?
Well, there's two systems already, as we've already mentioned. One, consignment, potentially two charges. What we've also heard from members is that some port authorities, so port operators, they also charge some of our members a common user charge, which is not associated with the common user charge. So it's just using the same terminology, which adds to the confusion. So I will say this again because I can't really emphasize this enough. The common user charge, only if you're moving the goods via the Port of Dover or the Eurotunnel, your goods are pre-notified on IPAPS. This is where you get the common user charge. If you use any other port, if you're moving goods by any other or use any other port of entry into the country, then these goods will not be subject to the common user charge. They may be subject to other charges, which will be specific to those ports or airports, but not the common user charge.
Thank you very much, Pawel. That's very clear advice there for our members.
Thank you.
If you have any questions about the common user charge, please get in contact with us. You can contact Pawel directly. His details will be in the video's description. That's all for today's episode of Beeferlink TV, your daily dose of industry information.